An incredible horror show is streaming on Apple TV right now, and its most recent episode is easily one of the greatest additions to the genre. While the horror genre seems to be having an incredible run on the big screens, it has been more of a mixed bag on television. Some recent horror shows, like From It, Welcome to Derry, have earned rave reviews from viewers and critics. Many others, however, have been fairly forgettable despite being in scope and mythology. 2026 has an exciting television lineup for horror fans. For instance, From Season 4 is already performing well on MGM+, while The Institute Season 2 is set to return soon on the same streaming service. Mike Flanagan's highly anticipated take on Stephen King's Carrie is also scheduled to premiere in 2026 itself. Other than these shows, however, Apple TV's Widow's Bay is another brilliant addition to the horror genre that, so far, has gotten better with each episode. The original Apple TV horror comedy seems to draw from Stephen King's signature blend of small-town paranoia and supernatural folklore while being reminiscent of the absurd and eerily hilarious terrors from R.L. Stine's works. Widow's Bay's Episode 4, in particular, primarily unfolds a standalone story that is even better than most big-budget horror movies out there. In just 35 minutes, the episode walks you through an immersive folk horror story that stays with you long after the credits start rolling. Widow's Bay's Episode 4 on Apple TV is perfect from start to finish. Kate O'Flynn's Patricia served more as a side character in Widow's Bay's first 3 episodes. However, in Episode 4, the series completely shifts its focus towards her. In the episode's early moments, Patricia is depicted as an outcast who struggles to get along with the people she grew up with because they believe she keeps lying about a past incident. This is when Patricia finds a self-help book that gives her the opportunity to turn her life around. The book advises her to host a party to become more likable. Determined to be liked and accepted, Patricia diligently follows the book's advice. However, the more the episode progresses, the more it becomes evident that there is something terrifyingly wrong with Patricia and the book she is reading. In its ending moments, the Widow's Bay episode drops a twist that is so bone-chilling and devastating that it completely reframes how you perceive Patricia, her party, and her desire to be accepted. Once the final twist is delivered, it is hard not to see how you, as a viewer, should have seen it coming a long time ago. From its opening moments, the episode is packed with subtle hints and references that give away the shocking ending. Surprisingly, though, the episode immerses you so deeply in Patricia's redemption that you, like her, ignore all the negative signs. Widow's Bay is starting to become the best horror show in years Apple TV. While Widow's Bay's Episode 4 has been the original Apple TV show's best installment, so far, even its previous episodes are incredibly compelling. After only 4 episodes, Widow's Bay already comes off as a cult horror show that viewers will keep talking about for years. The horror genre remains packed with many formulaic stories that struggle to rise above the genre's conventions. Widow's Bay, on the other hand, borrows many well-known horror tropes but cleverly gives them a satirical spin that makes it stand out among the sludge of similar horror shows out there. What makes the Apple TV show incredibly enthralling is that it simultaneously delivers both chills and gags. It achieves a rare balance of horror and comedy where, as a viewer, you cannot help but feel scared and amused at the same time during some of its best story beats. The Apple TV show's small-town horror comedy drama is further elevated by the performances of its cast, which includes powerhouses like Rhys, Kate O'Flynn, Dale Dickey, and Stephen Root, among others.